Welcome to Judge Zone, where a wife exposes her pool businessman, husband's suspicious after-hours visits and bikini-clad clients, demanding full financial support, and a father fights to reduce child support after his daughter moves in with him, but his ex-wife is nowhere to be found. 2 cases, 0 accountability. Let's get into it.
Okay, Mrs. Harper, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, basically, I am leaving Mr. Harper because I have reason to believe that he's been involved with other women, and we have 2 children. We've only been married 2 years.
Okay.
And I'm devastated.
All right. How old are your children?
They are 2 and 6 months.
Oh, you have little babies.
We do.
Okay.
We do.
All right. So you said you have reason to believe. What do you mean by that?
A marriage is crumbling in real time. Mrs. Harper stands before the court, devastated, claiming her husband has been involved with other women, all while raising 2 babies under 2 years old. The truth starts now.
Well, you know, we're in the pool business. My husband, soon to be ex-husband, is in the pool business, and you know, he's going out to these pools after they're finished. I mean, these women are in their bikinis. They're laying out, why does he need to be over there? He's saying that he's just servicing. I don't know what he's servicing.
Servicing the pool after hours?
That's a good question.
Bikinis, after-hours, visits, and a husband who just can't stop servicing his clients. Mrs. Harper isn't buying the pool. Business excuse for 1 second, and honestly, neither is the judge. Something doesn't add up here.
So, yeah, I mean, I looked at his phone one day. I mean, it was just because I needed to check on something because I'm in the business too. I'm the secretary.
Okay. And
there's these women, these customers that are texting him. And I mean, I can't even repeat what some of these texts
The customers that are in the swimsuits?
So they're the women of these pools that have been put in, and they're texting him long after the pools have been put in.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay.
She picks up his phone for one innocent reason, and what she finds stops her cold. Customers texting her husband long after the pools are finished, sending messages she can't even repeat in court. The evidence is undeniable.
And so what are you seeking here today?
Well, basically, I just can't bring my children up in this kind of situation. And I basically want to leave with the children. And, you know, he makes a lot of money. Our business makes a lot of money. But when I leave, I'm not going to have that. So I need to keep the lifestyle that my children and I have had. They go to private school.
She's not just asking for a divorce. She's asking for her entire life to stay intact. Private school, a nanny, a $500,000 home. Mrs. Harper wants everything preserved, and she wants him to pay every single cent.
And we have a nanny, and so I need to continue that so that their lives aren't disturbed. And we live in a house, $500,000, and I need to maintain something similar so that it's not a big adjustment for any of us.
Okay, let me ask you a couple of questions. Private school, do you all pay tuition for that?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. How much is it? If you were to break it down monthly, because I know tuition sometimes isn't a monthly thing.
It's about $1,800 a month.
$1,800.
Private school for a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old baby. The judge can barely believe it. At $1,800 monthly, this family isn't just comfortable. They're living in a whole different financial universe entirely.
What kind of private school is it?
It's a good private school.
Oh my gosh. They teaching the baby how to drive?
Well, the baby's not there yet, but he will
Well,
be.
the 2-year-old, right?
Well,
That's still a baby for $1,800.
It's a tuitional, I mean, you grow with the school, so.
Does the tuition payment grow too?
No.
Oh, okay. So it stays at $1,800.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once they're accepted, they're accepted.
Okay. I follow you now. So
The judge can't hide her shock. Private school tuition, locking in at $1,800 monthly for babies. But here's the twist. Once they're accepted, that price never rises. The judge is finally starting to follow the math.
So if we were to break that down monthly, that's about $150 a month. What about the nanny? How much does she cost monthly?
I mean, he pays most of the bills, so he can probably answer that better.
Okay. Have you already started looking at other homes, other apartments, or anything like that?
Yeah, you know, there's a couple other homes in the neighborhood that I'd really like to move into. I think that would be the least disruptive to me and to the kids.
Okay.
A nanny, private school. And now she's eyeing homes in the same neighborhood because moving far would be too disruptive. Mrs. Harper's demands keep climbing, and she hasn't even gotten to the mortgage conversation yet.
So, yeah. And
would you be renting out those homes?
Basically, I would like to buy one.
Okay.
So that we can maintain the same lifestyle that we've had.
Okay. If you were to buy a home, the homes that you were looking at, what are you looking at on mortgage?
About $3,000 a month.
Okay.
But again, I mean, I would think he would need to pay the majority of that.
Okay.
She doesn't want to rent. She wants to buy. $3,000 a month in mortgage payments, and she fully expects him to cover most of it. The word spousal support has never carried this much financial weight before.
So you want him to buy you a home? You and the children a home?
I mean, I would call it spousal support. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about any other bills that you will potentially have to pay?
So, you know, I think he should keep paying for the nanny and the private school.
Okay.
And, you know, I have been only working part-time. And of course, I would not want to keep working in the business with him and these customers who are still coming around.
She wants him to buy the house, keep paying the nanny, maintain the private school, and cover everything until she eventually finds a job. Eventually. Mrs. Harper's list of demands grows longer with every single breath she takes.
So I would have to find a job, and that could take a really long time. So I would think he should pay everything until I find something where I can work part-time.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
Well, just don't believe his excuses about these women. That's all I can say.
Oh, okay. All right.
Finding a new job could take a very long time, or so she says. Until then, she wants him paying everything, every single bill. The judge listens carefully, but her patience is already beginning to visibly wear thin.
Mr. Harper?
Well, there's no excuses about any of the women. I had developed this business long before we got married.
Okay.
And we've been married a couple of years. And I've worked hard to get this business to where it is. I've got a great staff. I've got a great team of crews out there working. And, you know, one of the things that I do is I go out and I make sure the work's quality work so I can put my name on it. Do I take care of my clients after we've put in a pool? Absolutely.
Mr. Harper finally speaks, and he comes out swinging. He built this business before they even married. He works hard, maintains quality, and visits clients for referrals. But will his explanation be enough to satisfy anyone in this courtroom?
Well, your definition of taking care, is it what she's thinking?
No.
Okay.
It's I maintain contact with my clients, and they contact me if there's an issue, if they've got questions.
He maintains contact.
And I go out and I see those clients because that tends to give me more referral business. And I'm not having to spend as much on marketing and advertising as I would if I didn't have that referral business.
Okay.
He calls it client maintenance. She calls it something else. Entirely, Mr. Harper insists his after-hours visits are purely about referrals and business relationships, but the judge isn't letting him off the hook without digging much deeper.
So I want to make sure I keep in contact with all those clients.
Why are these women saying that, come over, I'm going to be laying out?
They tell me whatever they want to tell me. That has nothing to do with.
So you go join them while they're laying out?
Well, I mean, if they're out by the pool, they're out by the pool. That has nothing to do with my business.
Do you join them in the pool?
No.
Okay.
I saw a picture. One of those texts had a picture of you in the pool.
I don't.
What were you doing in the pool? You were checking the depth?
I don't remember ever seeing that picture. So
First, the judge drops a bombshell. There's a photo of him inside a client's pool. Mr. Harper claims he doesn't remember it, but that answer satisfies absolutely nobody in this courtroom. His credibility is cracking right before everyone's eyes.
now, I will say this. She has imagined a lot of stuff that goes on.
She has a good imagination.
Very good.
Oh,
and
okay.
she does work part-time as the secretary, but her primary job is to take care of the kids.
Okay, so you'll agree with everything she said about taking care of the kids and everything like that.
And she does a fairly good job when she's there.
Oh, what does that mean?
Primarily, the nanny does all the work for taking care
He
of
admits the nanny does most of the child care work. He questions her dedication as a mother. The gloves are completely off now, and Mr. Harper's defense is shifting from defending himself to attacking his wife's parenting entirely.
care of the kids.
Speaking of the nanny, how much do you pay her a month?
We're actually paying her probably a little less than what we deserve, but it's probably about $1,200 a month.
Okay.
And
So you make pretty good money. How much money do you make in this pool business?
well, I've been averaging about $280 a year.
But
So
it could be higher
it could be,
or it could be lower.
It depends on the market.
Okay.
He's not even being truthful about that. He makes over 300.
He makes over 300? Okay. Is that true, Mr. Harper?
No, that's not true.
$280,000 a year. That's what he claims. But Mrs. Harper fires back immediately. He makes over $300,000. Someone is lying under oath, and the judge is absolutely determined to find out exactly who.
So where did she get that from?
Well, I mean, it's her lifestyle. I mean, she likes going out and with her girlfriends and having her lunches and having her, her spa days and
Therapy sessions.
She pay. I pay
You
for.
call your spa days therapy sessions?
No, I'm going to therapy because of what he's putting me through.
Oh, okay. You sure it's not what your imagination is putting you through?
I imagine
Because he said you are imagining all of this.
I imagine he was a good guy too. A couple of years ago when I said I do.
He calls her spa days therapy sessions. She fires back that she's in therapy because of him. The courtroom tension explodes as she delivers the most devastating line yet. She once imagined he was a good man too.
So, yeah. Only in that do I have a good imagination.
Oh, okay.
So not only do I maintain the house and maintain the bills and take care of all that, I also have the kids on my insurance, her on my insurance.
How much is the insurance for just the children?
$309.
$309, okay.
Yeah. And, that's important to me. I want the kids to be safe. I want the kids to be brought up in a good, wholesome environment.
Wholesome.
It
And
covers the house, the bills, the insurance, $309 monthly just for the children's health coverage alone. Mr. Harper is painting himself as the responsible provider, but his use of the word wholesome raises immediate eyebrows.
and she,
You're not
she
even
gives
home
everything
at
off to the
night.
nanny.
Ma'am,
and-
let him speak. I gave you an opportunity to speak. He did not interrupt you while you were speaking. I promise I will get back to you. Continue, Mr. Harper.
She doesn't, she pretty much hands everything off to the nanny and requires the nanny to take care of all of that. She's got a pretty cozy lifestyle. We've got a nice house. I'd like to keep I'd like to keep the kids, with me.
No.
And make sure they're taken care of because she's too busy taking care of herself.
All right.
He says she hands everything to the nanny and lives a cozy life, while barely engaging with their own children. Then he drops a surprise demand. He wants full custody. The courtroom goes completely silent in absolute stunned disbelief.
But your work schedule, would that permit you to have the children on a
it would be
full-time basis?
difficult, but I would see it made sure it happened.
So wouldn't it be in the best interest of the children for them to just stay with mom like they've always been doing?
Well, if mom would stay with them, yeah, I would agree with that. But it's like I said, it's primarily the nanny.
But you're paying for the nanny, so it would be the same difference if you were to have them. Well, no, they would be with the nanny more if they were with you.
Possibly.
Would his work schedule even allow him to properly raise 2 babies? He hesitates. The judge cuts straight through it. Wouldn't the children simply be better staying with mom? His answer reveals more than he ever intended to show.
So you could potentially be paying the nanny more if the children were with you. Yeah, I don't think that's good for them. Ms. Harper, I have a couple of questions for you. What is your educational background, if any?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very proud to say that I got my GED.
Okay.
Yes.
That's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you were going to say something else when I asked you not to interrupt him.
Oh, well, I mean,
She proudly declares her deed, and the judge genuinely honors that accomplishment. But then Mrs. Harper can't hold back any longer. She has something burning to say about his idea of a wholesome lifestyle, and she finally unleashes it.
So he's saying he wants them to have a wholesome lifestyle. Like, give me a break. What's wholesome about going to these women's houses? When he could be at home at night. So it's not always during the day. He's not home a lot.
I'm not
night.
at women's houses every night or anything like that.
But some nights, huh?
No, not even some nights. Occasionally it happens. And their family is there as well.
So your customers call you at night for pool maintenance?
No.
She challenges that word head on. He's visiting women's homes at night while his babies are home waiting. He insists families are always present, but the judge keeps pressing, and his answers keep getting more uncomfortably vague each time.
They'll call
Is
me
that
at
what
night
you're telling me here today?
No, they'll call me at night to ask me questions about referrals, about maintaining the pool, things like that.
At night?
Sure. Usually when I go
How
over at
late?
night, their families are there too.
How late are we talking at night?
Oh, 9 o'clock.
Okay. That's not too late.
It makes no sense. I mean, a wholesome
Well, I agree
family.
with that. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, a wholesome family. I mean, we would have dinner together. We would be at home. We'd be reading to the kids, playing with the kids, putting them to bed.
Should have fixed dinner.
8 or 9 o'clock at night, visiting clients who call with questions. The judge says it's not too late, but Mrs. Harper isn't having it. Her vision of wholesome family life looks nothing like late-night pool maintenance calls to female customers.
But, yeah.
Ooh, so you don't cook?
Well, I mean, we have somebody for that.
Oh, so you all have a chef too?
Well, we usually have food brought in, either I come home with dinner or pick something up but yeah, kitchen, no. That's for snacks.
Oh, okay. Well, this is what I am going to do. I definitely think that your wife has grounds. She's eligible to receive some sort of spousal maintenance.
No cooking. Food brought in. Someone else handling everything domestic. This family has built an entire lifestyle around outsourcing, and now the judge has heard enough. She's ready to make her ruling, and it won't favor anyone completely.
Especially if she no longer wishes to remain in the home with you. Had she wished to remain in the home, this will probably be a different type of situation. She may still be entitled to some spousal maintenance, just probably not as much. So what I'm going to do is to order you pay spousal maintenance to your wife, and it's not going to be anything that's, forever, ma'am. I just want you to understand that it will definitely be a temporary situation, at least to get you on your feet so you can look for a job, find suitable living arrangements for the children and everything like that.
The judge rules spousal maintenance is granted, but she draws a firm line immediately. This is temporary. Mrs. Harper needs to understand that this support exists to get her moving forward, not to fund a permanent life of total comfort.
So first, let's start with child support. You said your yearly income is about $280,000 a year. So that would put you, even if it's at $300,000, ma'am, in Texas, he caps. So his gross would be based on $12,325.35, which would make his net resources $9,200. Now, sir, are these the only two children you have?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Child support calculations begin. $280,000 annually. Texas law caps net resources, bringing the calculated figure to $9,200 monthly. 2 children. The numbers are about to determine these babies' entire financial future right now.
So $9,200.
Supposedly.
Well, that has nothing to do with me. We can review that at a later date, but as of today, that has nothing to do with me. So when we look at your income, that brings your net resources to about $8,891. You have 2 children. So if we multiply that by 25%, that brings your child support amount to $2,222.75.
The math is ruthless. Net resources calculated at $8,800. 2 children at 25% means one thing. Mr. Harper now owes $2,222.75 monthly in child support alone. Court has spoken.
Now, your wife testified, and you really didn't disagree with her, that you testified about the nanny costing $1,200 a month. I'm going to order that you keep paying that. The private school is $1,800 a month. I'm going to order that you keep paying that. Wife also testified that the mortgage potentially for the next home will be about $3,000. I'm not going to order him to pay all of that. I'm not going to order him to pay all of that because, ma'am, you will be working and you should be able to maintain something.
The judge goes line by line. Nanny at $1,200, private school at $1,800, and a $3,000 mortgage on the table. But she pumps the brakes on that last one. Mrs. Harper will not be fully carried financially by anyone.
I'm not going to have him just 100% take care of you. Spousal maintenance is to assist. It's not to help you, just live off of him for a long time. So spousal maintenance is going to be in the amount of $4,500. I gave you a credit for that $309 with the health insurance. So that brings your monthly obligation for child support and spousal maintenance to $6,800 a month, which I believe is pretty fair. I mean, you've been maintaining the nanny, you've been maintaining the private school. Nothing should change when it comes to the children. But
$4,500 in spousal maintenance, credit given for the health insurance. Total monthly obligation lands at $6,800. The judge calls it fair. The nanny, the school, the children's lives remain completely undisturbed. Justice has a price tag.
But as far as you're concerned, I do believe that part of that responsibility should be yours in terms of paying the mortgage. And I just want to reiterate, this is only temporary. So you start working, you make decent living. The children, for whatever reason, are no longer in private school, or the nanny is for whatever reason removed. He can come back and petition the court and ask for something different. And there's a high likelihood his payment of spousal support to you may be removed.
The judge issues her final warning, loud and clear. This arrangement is temporary. The moment circumstances change, job found, school ended, nanny gone, he can return to court. and that spousal support could disappear in a single instant.
So I just want to make sure I'm clear about that.
So what if it takes me a year to get a job?
Well,
Probably take it longer than that.
I hope it wouldn't take you years, ma'am. At that point, you're just being spoiled, must I say. It should not take you years to find a job.
What if finding a job takes a full year? He predicts it'll take even longer. The judge's patience finally snaps. Her words cut sharp and direct. At that point, she says, Mrs. Harper is simply being spoiled. No sugarcoating whatsoever.
If it takes you years to find a job, that means you are intentionally not actively looking for a job. And if he comes back in here, and that is the case, I will surely make sure that he stops paying you spousal maintenance. Okay? Is there anything further?
No.
You have any other questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The judge delivers her final warning with absolute authority. If years pass without employment, she will end spousal maintenance immediately. This isn't generosity, it's a deadline. Mrs. Harper nods. The gavel falls, and this courtroom chapter officially closes forever. Case closed. Drop your verdict in the comments. Up next, things get even wilder. A father returns to court after his 13-year-old daughter moves in with him mid-school year, fighting for a child support reduction while his ex-wife is nowhere to be found. Court is back in session. Let's go.
Okay, Mr. Shepard, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, Your Honor. When last we met, had my 3 children with my wife.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes, ma'am. The 12-year-old is now 13 and has come to live with me. So
Okay.
I'd like to see if there's any possibility of getting my child support reduced since she's with me now.
Okay, the cheerleader, right?
Yes.
Okay, I have a good memory sometimes.
He's back in court, and this time, everything has changed. His 13-year-old daughter has moved in with him, and Mr. Shepard wants answers. With 1 child now under his roof, should he really keep paying the same amount?
Where
better
is
off
your
than I.
ex-wife?
Where?
Yeah, she's not here.
I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you. I thought she was going to be here.
I mean,
Talked to her on the
thought she
phone
would've been
2-3 days ago, and I thought she was good to go.
Well, I thought she was good to go too because it looks like she was given notice to be here,
Yes, ma'am.
and she came the last time.
Yes, Your Honor. She sure did.
Okay.
His ex-wife was given proper notice. She showed up last time without hesitation, but today, she's completely absent. Mr. Shepard stands alone before the judge, genuinely unsure why the woman with so much to say last time isn't here.
Okay. So there isn't a dispute between you two of whether or not the child has been living with you, or how long has the child been living with you?
About, let's see, December, January, 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah, we made it the middle of the school year.
Okay. And is that something you guys agreed to do, or is that, did something happen and the child started living with you?
Roughly, we agreed to it over a little bit of time.
Okay.
For months, that's how long his daughter has been living with him, right in the middle of the school year. The judge probes whether this was mutual or forced. The answer matters enormously for what this court decides to do next.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing that's why she didn't come, because she didn't have any opposition to it, but that's neither here nor there.
I thought she'd have something to say,
Well,
but
yeah, because she had a lot to say the last time we were here.
yes, ma'am. Surprise, surprise.
Okay. Well, this is what we can do. She's not here, so we can move forward with your case. From what I remember, your health insurance documents, you pay $503.
503, yes, ma'am.
For the health insurance,
Yes,
okay.
Your Honor.
Her absence speaks volumes. The judge suspects the ex-wife stayed away because she has no real opposition to this change, but with 3 children and serious money on the line, nothing about this case is ever truly straightforward or simple.
And I remember what we did was, instead of making you pay child support based on what your income was, we set it at the amount of the price of tuition for all 3 kids.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you still have the obligation of the other 2 children, obviously.
Yes, Your Honor.
But we're going to give you credit for one of the children living with you. So slightly coming off that $2,400 amount.
$503 monthly in health insurance, a previous deviation that already lowered his payments significantly. Now, with 1 child living under his roof full-time, the judge prepares to recalculate everything, and the number is about to drop considerably.
Your child support will go down to $1,098.
I'm sorry.
$1,098.
$1,098.
$1,098, yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Okay. So, do you have any other questions?
I don't think I better.
Okay. Yeah, because last time we deviated and it was a lot lower than what it should have been.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. If there's nothing further, you're dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
From $2,400 down to $1,098 monthly, just like that. His financial burden is nearly cut in half. Mr. Shepard can barely contain his relief. One daughter's decision to move in changed absolutely everything in this courtroom. That's a wrap on Judge Zone. If justice hit different today, smash that like, subscribe, and drop your verdict below. We'll see you in the next courtroom. Court adjourned.